hello to all my viewers. Today I am here to teach about the sentence and its kinds. So what's a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which gives complete sense or complete meaning. And the sentence has four kinds: declarative or assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. There are four kinds of sentences. The first one, declarative or assertive sentence. It ends with a full stop. It gives some information and it's a statement. It can be a positive or negative. Like the sun rises in the east. The boy is playing in the ground. So it's just a information. The sentence gives an information and it's a fact. It talks about fact. The second type is interrogative sentence, which ends with a question mark. And this sentence is a sentence which asks a question. Like this: why do you say that? Where do you live? What's your name? It can be any kind of question which starts with a question word and ends with a question mark. The next one is imperative sentence, which also ends with a full stop. And this sentence expresses command or order, request, suggestions, advice. And these imperative sentences do not have subjects because it's understood. It's a first person is talking to the second person. When the order is given, it's understood. It's given to a second person. The you is not mentioned here. See this example. Don't talk so loudly. It's understood. You don't talk so loudly. But you is not mentioned here. So imperative, in the imperative sentences, we can't find the subjects there, but it is understood. It's referring to a subject. So it can be, this is like an don't talk so loudly. So it's we can take it as a command. Please accept this gift. It's a request. So it can be any kind of sentences like a suggestion. It can give a suggestion, sentence which gives a suggestion or advice. Everything comes under imperative sentence. The next one is exclamatory sentence, which ends with the exclamation mark, and it expresses sudden emotions, sudden feelings, like when you're happy, sorrow, or it can be anything like angry, surprise, but you express with your emotions, and it gives some expressions. And you have, when you read all these types of sentences, you have to modify your voice according to the kinds of sentence. Okay, so when you ask a question, you have to ask like you're asking a question. When you're reading, you can't read it in an ordinary way. You have to ask a question here. Here you have to give, if it is a command, you have to give it, you have to change your voice and modify your voice, and you should make it as a warning or command or pleasing, requesting. Here when you're expressing your sudden feelings, when you are using exclamatory sentences, you have to express yourself according to your emotions. What a wonderful story! How cold the night is! So you have to add up some expressions here, and according to that you have to read. When you read these types of sentences. So that's all about this sentence and types of sentence. So the sentence is group of words which gives a complete sense. There are four kinds of sentences: declarative or assertive, which gives a statement or information, ends with full stop. The second one is interrogative sentence, which asks a question and ends with the question mark. Next, imperative sentence, which also ends with the full stop but expresses commands or requests, suggestions or advice or warning. Exclamatory sentences ends with exclamation mark. This is the exclamation mark, and which expresses the sudden feelings or emotions. Now we will move on to the next topic: subject and predicate of a sentence. Subject and predicate. A sentence is divided into two parts. A sentence can be divided into two parts called as subject of a sentence and predicate of a sentence. What is the subject of a sentence? In a sentence, the part which names the person or thing, or in the other way, the part that we speak about in a sentence. The predicate is a part of a sentence which talks about the subject. I'll clarify your doubt now, the confusion, through these examples. Okay. The first sentence is, he has a good memory. He has a good memory. We are talking about a person here. Okay. So, he is the subject of a sentence. Because we are talking about that person. So, subject is the person or the things, names of person or things, or what we are talking about in the subject, in the sentence. In this sentence, we are talking about the person, so that is the subject of the sentence. The remaining has a good memory. The remaining part is called as predicate of a sentence. I hope you understood. Yeah. The second one, the boy stood on the burning deck. Now you have understood. We are talking about the boy in the sentence. So, the subject of the sentence is the boy. The remaining words, stood on the burning deck, the remaining is the predicate of a sentence. So, we have divided the sentence into two parts. The subject, the boy, the predicate, stood on the burning deck. Next one, sit down. It's like an advice or order, imperative sentence. I have already explained to you, like the subject will be hidden in this type of sentence is imperative. Subject is not shown here, but it is understood by us. We are talking to the second person. Like, you sit down. So we have written sit down. It's imperative. So it is a hidden subject is you. This is the predicate of the sentence. Okay, the next one. Here comes the bus. Don't think that the subject of the sentence always comes at the beginning of the sentence. Occasionally, mostly, the subject of the sentence comes at the beginning of the sentence. Occasionally, even the subject comes at the end of the sentence. Like this bus, okay? We can write this sentence in the other way. The bus comes here. Or, here comes the bus. So, the bus is the subject and here comes is a predicate. Next one, I sang. Very small sentence, right? 2 words. I is a subject, sang, predicate of the sentence, and even though it's 2 words, it gives complete meaning. It's a sentence, a simple sentence. Okay, the next one. Harry's father is an engineer. You can see Harry's father. We are talking about a person here. Actually, we are talking about father. Whose father? Harry's father. So, this is the subject of the sentence. Is an engineer is the predicate of the sentence. Okay, move on to the next one. New brooms sweep clean. New brooms, subject, and sweep clean is a predicate of the sentence. But one more thing I want to tell you here. See, here you have one subject, one word as a subject. Sometimes in a sentence like this, we will have one subject. But sometimes we have 2 words like this. Or sometimes more than 2 words in a subject, part of a subject. So there will be a confusion why so many words are there, what it is. When we have more words in the subject of the sentence, then the one word will be the main word, the subject word. That's called a subject word. In this sentence, we are talking about boy, that is a subject word. The other one is called as attribute. Okay, so that comes at articles. I don't want to get deep into the other things. just I'm referring it. If we have 2-3 words, don't imagine or think the first word, like in here, the is a subject. No. The boy is a subject. So here, Harry's father, here the subject of the sentence is consist of more than one word. Here also it is more than one word. We have to find out what we are talking about in the sentence. Sometimes even this predicate will have one word like this. Sometimes many words, sometimes one word. Subjects also sometimes one word, it consists of many words. I hope you have understood this lesson. If you like my teaching, subscribe my channel, hit the like button. I'll be back with another topic. Until then, bye bye and take care.